Picture this. You're sitting at your desk, sipping your morning coffee, and a sudden calendar invite pops up from HR. No context, no warning. 10 minutes later, your entire world tilts on its axis. You've just been laid off. It's the kind of moment that makes your stomach drop to the floor. Most people think the scariest part of losing a job is the money itself, but let's be real for a second. It's not just the money. It's that crushing feeling of having absolute zero control over your own life. One minute you're building a career, and the next you're wondering how you're going to pay for groceries next month. Here's the truth. A layoff doesn't ask for permission. It rarely sends a heads up, but here's the good news. That total feeling of powerlessness, it is completely optional. You don't have to live in fear of the unknown, and you definitely don't have to let a sudden corporate decision ruin your life. Building a job loss financial plan isn't about being paranoid or expecting the worst. It's about being so ridiculously prepared that when the storm hits, you don't panic. You just execute the plan. Think of it like an ironclad safety net. When you take control of your money before the bad news hits, a layoff stops being a catastrophic life crisis. Instead, it becomes nothing more than a temporary inconvenience, a temporary pause before your next big step. So, how do we actually turn financial panic into absolute financial control? It all starts with brutal, unvarnished honesty about your current financial situation. You cannot build a fortress if you don't even know what materials you have. First, grab a pen and paper or open a blank spreadsheet and write down every single income stream you currently have. Your main salary, side hustles, freelance work, rental income, everything. Next, list your non-negotiable fixed expenses. These are the bills you are legally or contractually bound to pay no matter what. Rent or mortgage, utilities, basic groceries, debt payments, and insurance. Then comes the real eye-opener. Flexible spending. This is where we look at the dining out, the endless streaming subscriptions, the random online shopping, and those quiet daily leaks that drain your bank account without you even noticing. When you lay everything out on paper, you get to calculate the single most important metric in your financial life, your survival number. Your survival number is the absolute baseline amount of cash you need every month just to keep a roof over your head and food on your plate if your income drops to zero today. It isn't about living large, it's about survival. Once you hold that number in your hands, the mystery vanishes and you have your baseline for complete financial protection. With your survival number locked down, you can build the ultimate shield. Forget vacation funds or stock market portfolios for a minute. This money exists for one reason and one reason only: to step in when your paycheck steps out. Your initial goal should be 3 to 6 months worth of your essential survival expenses. Keep this money liquid and incredibly boring. Park it in a high-yield savings account, not in volatile stocks or real estate where it could crash right when you need it most. Automate your savings every single payday like it's a non-negotiable bill you're paying to your future self. Over time, watching that safety buffer grow transforms your entire mindset from reactive fear to unstoppable confidence. Once your emergency fund is built, it's time to tackle the silent pressure points that will determine how long your money actually lasts: your recurring fixed costs. Let's be completely honest. Most of us have spending habits on autopilot. Go line by line through your monthly bank statements with a fine-tooth comb. Streaming services, dormant gym memberships, premium phone plans, daily delivery apps. These quiet financial leaks drain hundreds of dollars every single month without adding real value to your life. Before a layoff even happens, pick up the phone, call your service providers directly. Ask for lower cost plans, loyalty discounts, or temporary promotional rates. You'd be amazed at how quickly companies drop their prices when they think they might lose a paying customer entirely. Refinancing high-interest loans or consolidating credit card debt now will also shrink your monthly obligations drastically. Trimming this financial fat today isn't about self-deprivation. It's about buying yourself precious breathing room for tomorrow. Now, if a layoff actually occurs, your strategy immediately shifts into high gear. You need to activate a bare-bones budget. A bare-bones budget is not your everyday budget. Its single goal is survival and maximum runway extension. You strip your spending down strictly to housing, basic utilities, core groceries, essential insurance, and minimum debt payments. Everything else gets frozen. Not necessarily canceled forever, just paused until your regular income returns. During unemployment, daily expense tracking becomes your best friend. Small purchases stack up silently when there isn't a fresh paycheck coming in to refill your account. Using a simple envelope system, whether physical cash or digital folders, keeps your money locked into strict, unblendable categories. Reassessing this budget every single week lets you spot cash flow problems early and make fixes before a shortfall becomes a full-blown emergency. A disciplined bare-bones budget is often the exact difference between 3 months of runway and 6 months of total stability from the exact same savings account. Now, what happens if you actually get called into that unexpected HR meeting? This brings us to a critical step that far too many people skip out of fear or confusion: severance negotiation. When an employer hands you a severance package, most people assume it's a non-negotiable take-it-or-leave-it offer. That is a massive mistake. Severance packages are frequently more flexible than companies let on, especially if you have solid tenure or specialized skills. Before you sign a single document, pause. Take a deep breath. Never sign under pressure on the spot. It is completely reasonable to request a few days to review the agreement with a lawyer or a financial professional. Look closely at clauses regarding continued healthcare, accrued vacation payouts, and non-compete terms that could restrict your future job search. Don't be afraid to professionally ask for more. You can negotiate for an extended severance timeline, ask the company to cover outplacement career services, or request a lump sum payout structured for tax efficiency. Treating this conversation as a professional negotiation rather than a standard formality can literally add thousands of dollars and weeks of valuable financial security to your transition plan. Right alongside your paycheck, employer-sponsored health insurance often disappears overnight. And honestly, a health coverage gap is one of the fastest ways an unemployment period turns into devastating debt. The moment you leave a job, immediately research your options. Look into public marketplace plans, hopping onto a spouse's policy, or securing short-term emergency coverage. Don't forget about dental and vision. Unexpected out-of-pocket medical bills love to strike at the worst possible times. Setting aside a dedicated mini buffer just for healthcare keeps a sudden doctor visit from wiping out your main emergency fund. Next, let's talk about unemployment benefits. Too many people delay applying because of pride, confusion, or a lack of info. Big mistake. File your claim immediately. Most systems calculate benefits from your application date, not the day you were let off. Gather your pay stubs, employment records, and separation documents ahead of time to keep things moving. Receiving severance doesn't automatically disqualify you, but rules vary, so read your local guidelines carefully. Keeping meticulous logs of your job applications protects your status. While benefits won't replace your full salary, paired with your savings, they massively stretch your survival timeline. And remember, cutting non-essential expenses doesn't mean living a miserable, joyless life. Smart saving targets silent waste, not your sanity. Consolidate your streaming platforms, meal plan, and buy in bulk to slash grocery bills without eating poorly. Swap pricey nights out for potlucks or free community events. Intentional spending protects your wallet while keeping your morale high when you need it most. While navigating this gap, protecting your credit score is crucial. Always hit your minimum payments first. Missed payments will wreck your score fast. If money gets tight, call your lenders right away. Many offer hardship programs, deferred payments, or temporary rate cuts if you communicate early. Avoid opening new credit cards or stacking up new debt. A strong credit score is your secret weapon when you land a new role, impacting everything from apartment applications to car loans. To stretch your runway even further, tap into secondary income. Take on freelance gigs in your field to monetize your existing skills. Sell unused electronics or furniture for a quick cash boost. If you hold investments, dividend payouts keep arriving regardless of your job status. Rent out a spare room, a parking spot, or monetize online tutoring. None of these need to replace your full salary. Even a modest side income dramatically extends your financial lifeline. Finally, when you land that shiny new job, the work isn't done. It's time to rebuild. Before ramping your lifestyle spending back up, prioritize refilling your emergency fund. Reflect on the expenses you cut and didn't miss, and eliminate them permanently to accelerate your wealth goals. Use this fresh start to optimize debt repayment and boost retirement contributions. Consider setting an even larger emergency buffer now that you know how it feels to navigate a gap. Turning a tough career chapter into your strongest financial foundation is completely within your power when you execute with intention.